I called it, I said it, and it's come true. Ladies and gentlemen, we are getting a new rarity next week on the 20th of December, a winter-based tier called Tundra, and I'm going to show you the first set of cards, the first bit of info you need, plus ways you can get yourself to the highest tier possible before the new rarity drops. With free cards and free XP on offer for everyone who wants free stuff. I mean, who doesn't? Anyway, I'm still in the Christmas spirit. I mean, who wouldn't be? 13 days until the big one, and we've got Twitch drops coming up, so I'm even happier. So I want to know in the comments section down below which of the cards revealed in this video is your favorite. Do that and include your in-game name, not your ID, your name. Then make sure you subscribed by hitting the elbow off that top rope onto the subscribe button and hit that thumbs up. Do all of those things and I'll be sending one person a large gift and 2 people the medium gifts. So don't miss out on the opportunity to potentially get yourself a free Noir or Crucible card. But on with more free stuff. The daily streak has just begun again on WWESuperCard.com, and if you haven't done it, do it now. Like, literally stop what you're doing. Okay, unless you're driving or you're doing something that could potentially be dangerous, stop what you're doing, step to the side, actually a little bit to the right, there we go, and you want to go to WWESuperCard.com, hit the daily streak section, enter your SuperCard ID there and get yourself free cards. This is gonna go for the next 14 days. It's 15 days in total. If you get every single one, you'll get not only free detention, Noir cards, and legacy cards for the Saving Santa mode, but also a free Crucible card at the very end. But you need to get every single one. But there is actually a hidden benefit to this, which is really good considering we've got a new rarity or a new tier coming in the next week. XP, because every card you get that is a season 10 card will get you hella XP, and at the moment, from what I've seen, you get 2 detentions, a Noir and a Crucible. Get all 4 of those, and if you're in, let's say, Tempest, detention on Noir tier, all is going to get you closer to level 26, which will get you into Tundra tier when it drops next week. So yeah, if you haven't done it, go take advantage of it. And if you're a top level player, it's a free Crucible card. I mean, you can't really complain about that. But on the subject of frustrations, new rarity within 5 weeks. It is a little bit bonkers. It started a new season with 4 new rarities. Yes, I'll be brutal. Tempest, detention, Noir, not hard to get into if you do the right things. And by bringing out a new rarity, it's going to give you more chances to increase your own rarity from these base rarities up to the new ones that are going to be dropping. But there comes a problem with just constantly dropping new rarities and new power levels into the game, and we'll talk about that in a moment, but I know you want to see the cards. So here they are in all their glory. First of all, Dragon Lee, the new North American champion. Looks absolutely incredible. Is there anything about this card that reminds you of almost like a best of 3 or 4 tiers of SuperCard? Like they've just taken a blender, WrestleMania 36 tier, Elemental tier, Shattered tier, with a Valhalla tier source, thrown them all in and pressed maximum power, and now you have Tundra. It looks great. I'm sure it's going to be beautiful, but at the same time, whoa, it really is an inspired tier, not necessarily a fresh idea. There's only so many times you can do fresh designs. Moving on, next we have the one, the only Liv Morgan, and it's nice to see her back. It's also nice to see another left arrow in the game. But can we get some more left arrows for the men, please? Crucible has like none. Dude Love dropping in next. Right arrow, very, very powerful card. That is a beast. The Demon King and the Prince of the Judgment Day, Finn Balor. Insane speed style. Equal to him is Rey Mysterio. And Rey is the fastest card in the game. So for Finn Balor to actually match his stats, it's pretty crazy. And again, another LWO image, even if he's gonna be out for some time now. He's got a pretty nasty knee injury, if I'm not wrong. Ending off with Thea Hale, and one, she's powerful as heck. For someone who isn't really near the top of NXT. Listen, I'm not saying that she's like Thakita Lyons or something, but she's not exactly challenging to go up to the main roster. But I do have to shout out someone who wasn't really aware of her body of work. That is an amazing name for a finisher. Seriously, Highway to Hell. I'm done. Take it away, Thea. You're one. You'll want everything. Along with these teasers for the new tier, which drops again, just to reiterate, the 20th of December, we have the Twitch drops confirmed as holiday Twitch drops. Now, I have my own theories here because the daily streaks, as I mentioned earlier, are live now and they run through Christmas. So for these to run from before Christmas all the way to the new year and after the brand new tier, rarity, whatever, drops, makes me think, and it's a prediction, not a spoiler, that we are going to see a new set of Christmas cards dropping when the new rarity arrives. Similar to how they did the summer cards and then they dropped in Summer Stand, despite the top set of those cards originally being myth, which is why the Twitch drops are a little bit later than the daily streak. It would also explain the really bizarre decision to have them during Christmas. But one thing you can do to make sure you don't miss out on those is follow me on twitch.tv/SuperZomgbBBQ. Make sure you're there and earning the rewards, hopefully before Christmas, but if you can't, do it after Christmas. It's all the way up until the 3rd of January, so make sure you drop in, get your drops, drop and get your drops, and it's all free of charge. But a new card that is definitely dropping 100%, it is a spoiler, is Kurt Angle. Interesting choice for Christmas, maybe there's some kind of reason for that. Anyway, Kurt Angle's special edition card dropping when Tundra tier drops. Very similar to how Myth tier had Shawn Michaels. I wonder if this is going to be an animated one. I'd very much like to see if they are going to do that, an old school Kurt Angle, 3 eyes with the old winged eagle belt. So that's everything that we know is 100% happening. We don't know anything about CM Punk or Bray Wyatt or anything. I'd say for now you can probably put those to one side. Maybe we'll get something in the new year for, I don't know, a special event that drops. Before we hit a new tier, we've got a flash event this weekend, and last weekend we had a Clash of Champions for only one superstar, R-Truth, because I couldn't see the other, you know. I'm sorry, don't boo me. Okay, you're booing me. I'm going segue. Clash Champions rewards time. This is the pack that might have a Crucible. It has an Austin Theory Tempest card in it. Well, that was worth it. I finished 187th though. I was working my way to get finished in the top 196. Fell down to about 194 in the last couple of minutes. I had to use a ton of peaks, which I hate doing because they're useless. Anyway, Clash of Champions. This card, it's gonna be interesting how powerful it is. I heard some people weren't happy about their R-Truths, so let's see. 187, John Cena, lock that son of a gun in, and let's see how powerful he is. There's so many images to check on him as well. Should I use one of these? Yeah, I'll use one of these. Okay, that's gonna max up. Okay, so that's without training. Gonna take him to already almost at Charlotte Flair, who has no equipment, no momentum. So that's pretty good on its own. Now we're gonna train him up in the performance center. We're gonna put Das Boots on Mr. Cena. Let's go. Ooh, he is very powerful, dude. His charisma is off the wall. Just off the bat, he is like my 3rd best male with no momentum on. He's great. Is Eddie momentum? No, so this is him like head to head with Eddie. He's not as good as Eddie. Interesting. Yeah, I've got a feeling that maybe these might be a little undercooked. Still, the fact that these cards are as good as they are is great. So we've got this one here. Ooh, nice. I like it. There's a lot of season 1 images that are going to look great on him. That's got to be one of the best though. Now you've also got this one. Ooh, not bad. You got his Thugonomics with the good old, the big ass coat. But this one's going to look good. Oh no! They cut off his hand. Oh, the humanity. Ooh, I think that's the one. That might be the one right there. It just looks so stupid. We got the limited edition Cena, if he was able to get him. And then of course, what is going on with the clipping? They clipped off so many of the images. Like his cap is half gone. What on earth is this? We're going back to some thugonomics. I think we're going to do some thugonomics. Oh, or do I do the really goofy one? Because this is going to be really... I'm never going to see it, but it's going to look really funny. Someone comes up against this and it's just, that's the image. You just got beaten by an animated thumb with fingers and a hand. So I do want to just finish off by talking about a new rarity dropping. It'd be really irresponsible as me as a content creator and someone's been doing SuperCard content, videos and streams for nearly 10 years to not comment on the fact that we're dropping new rarities like they're nothing. My concern is that they're going to be dropping new rarities quicker than people can keep up, and it's turning from being a hobby to something that's way more intrusive and money hungry. And I'm genuinely am concerned with the amount of bugs, glitches, and problems that Season 10 is getting its grip on the handles and steering it in the right direction now. But to have new tiers or rarities dropping potentially every month, we've got Tundra, we're going to have Royal Rumble coming up. We're going to see a lack of balance in the game, and it's just one of the biggest problems that NBA SuperCard, the sister game for WWE, which you could argue was used basically to prep for Season 10, which goes offline forever as of next Wednesday the 20th. There was too many cards dropping too often, and I don't want to see this game fall the same way that NBA SuperCard did. I don't think it's going to happen, but one way of turning fans off of a game, especially one that requires so much balance to play regular events, is just to keep taking those goalposts and those targets and just keep moving them further away from people. Eventually, people are going to get tired of it. Now, don't get me wrong, you do need to have a challenge to keep games interesting, but removing things like the free credits and player profiles or the XP system, lack of QR codes and lack of free credits in general, you're basically forcing people to either do offer walls or to spend money. And that's a little tone deaf when we consider where the world is at the moment. I do think it's going to calm down, like I mentioned earlier about WrestleMania time, but I hope that's not too late to dissuade a few people from going, you know what? I'm done. Instead of people naturally falling into a casual player status, you're kind of forcing people out of being a regular player, because what's the point of spending money or your in-game currency if next week everything is just gonna change? Like, I genuinely don't blame anyone who's in the top rarity tier from not spending a penny or any in-game currency until Royal Rumble drops. But I'd love to know what your thoughts are on it. I invite them into the comments. Will it make a difference? I have no idea, but at least we can have the conversation. Anyway, I've been SuperZomGBBQ. You have been awesome. Make sure you are following me on twitch.tv/SuperZomGBBQ. No, I am not going to shut up about it because you want to get free stuff and I want you to get free stuff. So make sure you're following me over there. Twitch.tv/SuperZomGBBQ, or open the Twitch app on your mobile device and search my name. And I'll see you real soon. Peace out. Sonny!